Things are getting harder and harder. It's hard to come up with a meal. I sneaked down around the trailer. The other night, I actually jumped inside the fence. There was a little bit of kibble left in one of the bolts, and I jumped back out. I was gone before anybody knew. I'm sure the Fuhrer could smell my scent around the area, but I just stay up on the knoll on the hillside as much as I can. I go a little farther up, and there's a little meadow, a tiny little meadow where it had been struck by lightning, and a tree fell over, and the root ball stood up, and it created like a hole. And there's a little reflecting pond there, a little tiny pool. It's beautiful. And I lounge, and it's grassy, it's dewy, it's beautiful. The sun shines, and I sleep there. But I come out here to the edge. And when you get to the edge of the slope, the top of the crest, you can look down right on top of the double-wide trailer, and you see the fence. And I watch the dogs come in and out. And I watch the sainted lady and her husband bringing all the bags of dog food and all their groceries. They walk a couple favorite dogs up and down their gravelly driveway. The dogs come prancing out, and you see their interactions. I feel a little bit like Marlon Perkins looking down, or the lady who was studying the gorillas, studying from the brush. No one knows you're there. You're seeing all the interactions. You're seeing the reality. It's very voyeuristic. There's something really kind of, enticing about it. One night I snuck down after everybody was in bed, and I looked in all the windows. It was kind of dark. I couldn't see nothing, but at one point, I saw the old man shuffling away from the refrigerator by the light of the refrigerator to the door closed, and then it was all dark again. It was kind of weird. It was kind of cool. But the thing is, just the voyeuristic nature of just getting to study these people and seeing from above. It's kind of neat to see the roof of the double wide. You don't really know a structure by its roof very often, but I've come to know this structure by its roof, by its the little pipes sticking out of the roof for the vents to the toilet, and the antenna they got mounted up there. Just watching it, just being part of it. I'm starting to get a little bit too skinny. I'm getting a little bit lonely for the big parlor room and all the comforts are home and hanging out with the man and just, living that life. This wildlife, it's cool, but I'm too old for it. That's the thing. I'm just a little bit too old. But the voyeuristic nature, studying these people, learning their habits. So, and by the way, they're trying to dig a hole into the fence, but it's just like I predicted. There's like 8 holes. So haven't even done one of them yet halfway through. So once they get out, though, it's going to change the arithmetic or the calculus. It's going to make it a little bit more tough for me to, lead my life, up here on this mountainside waiting for the man. But for right now, that's not today. Today, it's a beautiful day. I can't wait for them to come out and I can watch them. They know I'm watching them. They know I'm up here. Every once in a while, I'll send a bark, like an echoey bark, so they can't really tell where it's coming from. That German Shepherd, though, he looks almost directly to where I am. We almost make eye contact, but it's okay. Sooner or later, the man's going to have to show up. I know it. I am. I'm getting a little bit too starved out here. The man's going to have to, he's going to have to come back into the picture.